What's up, guys? We're gonna do relevant versus irrelevant. And I'm going to give you guys relevant costs. Relevant cost is a cost that has the potential to influence a specific decision and should therefore be considered in the analysis. It must also incur in the future, and it has to be different between decision alternatives. Here are going to be the key terms. Differential, incremental costs are costs that differs between alternatives. An avoidable cost is a cost that can be avoided by choosing the other alternative.
We will now give some examples of these key terms. An example of differential or incremental cost can be related to your decision of what restaurant you may choose to eat at. On one hand, one restaurant may not be as appetizing or have a very clean atmosphere, but it may be very inexpensive. This can be compared to another restaurant that may be very sanitary or serve the best food in town, but it might have a very expensive cost to eat there. This is an example of a differential or incremental cost, because if you choose to eat better quality food, you have to pay more. We will now use the same scenario for an example of an avoidable cost. By eating at the expensive yet less sanitary restaurant, you may feel really sick afterwards. In the other case, if you eat at a restaurant where you have to pay more, but that serves better food and that is cleaner, you may feel more satisfied and be able to enjoy your day. In this case, by choosing to eat at the restaurant that is cleaner and that serves better food, you may avoid spending the night right next to your toilet.
Now that we have talked about our examples, let's talk about irrelevant costs. Irrelevant costs are costs that will not influence a decision either because they have already been incurred or because they do not differ between decision alternatives. A key term is sunk costs. A sunk cost is a cost that have been incurred in the past. They will not change based on future decisions. So now an example of sunk costs. Whether you decide to go to school or work to make money, either way, you don't need to consider the cost of your living arrangements because that's a sunk cost that you're going to have to pay either way.
Now we're going to talk about opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the foregone benefit or lost opportunity of choosing one decision alternative over another. The value of the best alternative not chosen. The opportunity costs are only relevant when capacity for a resource is limited. Capacity is the measure of the limit placed on a critical resource that is limited.
Capacity is similar to scarcity. At full capacity, the limit on one or more resources has been reached. Therefore, opportunity cost is relevant. For example, when you have two products and want to make more of one, you have to produce less of the other. However, with idle or excess capacity, you have not reached the limit of resources. Therefore, opportunity cost is not relevant. For example, if your employees have time to think about video games, the company is not operating at full capacity, but rather excess capacity.
Thank you for watching.